Hello and welcome to another episode of Watch Along with Neil and the pre-match podcast with England versus Scotland. The three lions on their journey, and we'll see if they join the likes of Italy, Belgium and Netherlands in the group in the knockout stages. But before that, a quick word from our sponsors tonight. It is workmatejob.com. So if you're looking to get some side income, some part-time jobs, you can visit the link in the description, workmatejob.com. It's linked in the description. Just have to go there, sign on, create an account, and you can apply for any number of part-time jobs over there, as many as you want. But you have to hurry though, because people from all over the world are applying, and trust me, this is valid, or else I wouldn't have been advertising. On the contrary part, if you are a YouTuber like me and want to grow your channel, want to grow your watch time, your subscribers, your likes, comments, everything, you can post your own ads there as well. The rates are very economical. Just give them a look out and trust me to remember me, because I'm advertising it. Okay, workmatejob.com, so remember them. Okay, back onto the podcast with things. England versus Scotland, the three lions against the battle for Britain. And to discuss that, we have a very special guest, a proud Manchester City fan, Obradipda. He'll be joining us in 3, 2 and 1. Obradipda, you're live, so how have you been?
Yeah, it's been quite good. Not good during, I guess, May end? Sorry, April end.
Right.
Yeah, like you have to move on, right? So yeah, like waiting for next season. But yeah, like in between this Eurocamp, I guess it's a bit hectic for players. But yeah, it should have been there like last year. But yeah, enjoying football.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sail the defeat of Man City in that
Yeah.
final, I know, haunts you. But quickly, we'll go over to the lineup. So England, as you can see, have lined up in the way like this. Just give me a second while I pop it up.
Yeah.
Yep. So England, Gareth Southgate have chosen this lineup. Jordan Pickford starts on goal. We see finally a change in the fullback positions, as Chelsea's Reece James partners Luke Shaw in the fullback positions. Tyrone Mings and John Stones start, so no Harry Maguire from the start. Calvin Phillips, the star man from the last match, partners Declan Rice in midfield. Mason Mount in the attacking role. Phil Foden, Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling remain unchanged up for the top. Before we go on to the Scotland lineup, I'll ask Dada, what do you think? Has Gareth Southgate finally regained his senses, or is not starting Grealish some sort of an agenda that we are talking about?
Yeah, exactly. I guess Grealish needs to change his citizenship. Maybe he needs to play for India. Maybe is it possible? Maybe he has an ancestor. Maybe in India. Yeah, like I don't know, like how this Sterling is getting chance again and again. Maybe like he's getting some wild cards or something, or he must have done very good in his like past life. Maybe he's getting paid for his deeds. Maybe. But yeah, I guess maybe if it was Grealish, yeah, it's attacking sense. Yeah, like Sterling was better in last game, like with those diagonal runs from Trippier's throw-ins, I guess, like a couple of them. So, but I don't know, like if you watched it clearly, after he scored the goal, he doesn't even knew that he scored. After maybe like maybe 5-6 seconds, he understood, okay, I have scored a goal, and yeah, it's not an offside, or it's not something, it has went past the goal line. So I don't know like how he's getting chance, but seeing his last season, like yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am like very dumb about this particular lineup, or maybe football, or I'm too much clever than Southgate. But yeah, like okay, let's see. Because Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Mason Mount. Fingers crossed. Let's see.
Absolutely. And we talked about Jack Grealish, but the main focal point of this lineup are the changes in the fullback slots. So Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker drop out for Reece James and my favorite Luke Shaw. So biasness aside, do you think this is much more a proper England lineup with the overlapping fullbacks in Luke Shaw and Reece James?
Yeah, I guess he's like what? He's checking his squad, maybe checking his bench strength, maybe. Because I know, like, between Walker and Reece James, maybe 50-50 is there. But Luke Shaw any day. Like Luke Shaw or Chilwell over Trippier any day. And I thought maybe Maguire will be there at centre backs, because he started training, right? But yeah, like he just came out from an injury, and the first game, crucial match. Maybe once they're qualified, then in the next game maybe we saw Harry Maguire for sure, I guess. But yeah, fullbacks, I'm quite happy. Southgate finally got some brains. Maybe.
Absolutely. And before
Yeah,
we move on to the Scotland lineup, I'll try to talk about Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. Still no Jordan Henderson. But the fact that
yeah,
Calvin Phillips had a fantastic last match against the Croats, say people labeling him the Yorkshire Pillow, all the banters aside, how impressed are you? We never thought that Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice could hold their own against a
yeah.
sturdy, and they were the ones who were dominating. Calvin Phillips winning
Right,
almost every
right.
ball, and the Croats had no chance basically. Even though that was a boring game and such a snooze fest, I almost went to sleep on stream. But still, your thoughts on Calvin Phillips versus Scotland?
Yeah, I guess like Bielsa has done wonders again. Maybe like past, he has produced so many great players, managers. Now this Calvin Phillips, even the Bamford, right?
Mhm.
And if I am not wrong, Calvin Phillips also assisted for Sterling, right?
Right.
So yeah, like he was bossing Modric and the likes of Rebic. So he was bossing them. So yeah, like very impressed, very impressed. I hope he stays at Leeds, maybe. And if he changes the club, maybe Man City. No rivals, maybe. No,
Okay,
jokes apart. Jokes
the
apart.
the Scotland lineup right now. So we see David Marshall starts on goal, Hanley, Scott McTominay, and Kieran Tierney in defense. O'Donnell, Conor McGregor, not Conor McGregor, what am I even saying? Callum McGregor, Billy Gilmore, John McGinn, and Andrew Robertson make up the five-man midfield. Che Adams and Lyndon Dykes make up the attacking lineup. Safe to say that the only concern for me is that the Scotland backline doesn't have established centre back. Scott McTominay is a midfielder for club. Kieran
Right.
Tierney is a fullback. Do you think, even though they have played well as a unit, and we know they'll be sitting back, and we have seen a lot of the
Yeah.
sitting back very recently, but do you think
Mhm.
the likes of McTominay and Tierney are capable enough to hold their own against the likes of Kane, Sterling, and Foden?
Yeah, I guess like they will defend deep anyway,
Mhm.
because yeah, they will go for counters for sure. And with the likes of Robertson, who can switch the passes and go for the long balls, they will go for counter anyway. And deep defending, I think maybe Tierney played some of the Arsenal matches as a centre back sometime. And yeah, I don't know. Your mac chicken sandwich. He's Why is he playing like a centre back? I don't know, but yeah, I guess since they're deep defending, they will cover. Like one player will cover another, and yeah, like that they're thinking maybe they will. Let's see. But I guess doing this particular thing, they actually costed the last match, right? So
Yes.
they thought of like deep defending, and Marshall came forward and he just bamboozled by a Beckham. Right?
What happened? We know Patrick Schick and all.
Yeah,
Then again, McTominay has been playing the right-sided centre-back berth for Scotland. I don't know if the One Football app has given the lineup
yeah.
right. They usually change it midway through the
Mhm.
match. They even
Right.
started Sunday Gurpreet Singh Sandhu in
Yeah.
midfield given for England. So I don't show their lineups. But then again, let's talk about the midfield. John McGinn of Aston Villa, even Billy Gilmore of Chelsea have had a very noteworthy start to the Euros. And although the young duo in midfield are
Yeah.
very industrious, do you think
Right.
with he'll go up against Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, and Declan Rice? Do you think Billy Gilmore, McGinn, and McGregor they are very industrious, as I said, have the steel to actually cut off England's passes, considering that England would like to play a fast tempo game this match with overlapping
Right.
fullbacks?
Yeah, I guess Neil, honestly, like it's a 50-50 contest in the midfield, right? So both the teams has a inexperienced midfield, because both like Kelvin Phillips or Declan Rice or Mason Mount doesn't have like 50-60 international caps under their belt, right?
Right.
And both in say Scotland also same thing. So it's a 50-50 contest, but I guess like experience at the club level, if I consider Billy Gilmore and the likes of other people, I think they are lacking there. So because like see for example, Declan Rice was injured a bit, but before that he was good, and Calvin Phillips and Mason Mount were like regulars there for their
Right.
respective clubs. So
Absolutely.
yeah, like let's see. But I guess it's a derby day, right? So anything can happen in derby.
Absolutely. Oh, we have a read few comments right now. So, Ayush says Scotland for the win. Mighty is back. Aa gaya. Hello, long time. So Mighty is an ardent United and an England supporter. Mighty, if you're watching, do tell us your outlandish scoreline. He predicted 5-0 against Roma, and we hit a 5-goal difference against them. And since then, he has been like, Main theek bola, main theek. All kudos to that. Mighty is a very dear friend of mine. So, once again, we have talked about the lineup, but one fact what I'm interested about, like a lot of people don't account or accord for in the tactical setups. Maiti says 3-0 today, by the way. Okay, that's a good scoreline. Is the fact that St. Mary's, the match where the England-Scotland derby will take place for the Euros, is supposed to be washed out. Like heavy rains are predicted. So a lot of players, what happens for people who actually do not look into it, I'll explain to you. Heavy rains include that the pitch is soaking wet, your sliding tackles, your touch will be disorientated even with the long studs the players put up. But what happens is the ball zips a lot. In the modern fields that they have over there in England, the ball zips a lot. So it makes more sense to actually play the ball through the ground. Or else if you play over the top, the ball actually gets a lot of resistance because of the rain. So a lot of long passes will be inaccurate. A lot of short passes will be overhit. But it makes sense considering the fact that England have come up with a fullback situation. So we'll see cross whipped in, a lot of more whip on the cross because of the rain. So all physics things going upon. Trust me, these are very nooks and crannies that coaches do look into. So this is very valuable information I'm sharing with you. Okay, so what I want to ask Dada is, will this factor that I just spoke about will aid the likes of McTominay? And because England, we saw, tried to play down the lines, the traditional hoofball that they are known at. McTominay is tall, Kieran Tierney has a very good jump, Robertson defending deep as well. So do you think this will just somehow slightly, the weather conditions slightly favor the men from Scotland?
Yeah, I guess the first worry is for Pickford. Was normal thing, like in if you remember one of the Merseyside derbies, right? Van Dijk's missed one shot and it actually jumped, like it lobbed and it hit the crossbar, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
And it hit the crossbar and
Origi headed it.
Origi headed it. Yeah. So it was a dry match, dry field, everything. And now in the wet field, it will zip a bit, right? Because if someone is shooting a ball, like for example,
will zip, it will soar. The trajectory cannot be predicted.
Yeah, exactly. After hitting the ground, it might take some more speed, might gather some more speed, and after that, gathering the ball will be difficult for them. So first one.
And actually, Dada, to cut you off, we remember Bruno Fernandes' goal, the first goal that he scored against Sebastian. It was a dipping shot. Some around, I remember Ward-Prowse scoring. It was another dipping shot, and we see a lot of dipping shots techniques being guarded, and England do have them, the Harry Kane, master of the dipping shot as well, and Pickford generally struggles with that. So Scotland with, I don't know, McTominay other than that, might just face a problem, as you say, from the dipping shot technique that is taught a lot. So do carry on with your analysis.
So then the next one is maybe John Stones. So I really don't know whether he will prosper again tonight, because he's playing good in the season, but you never know. In the one game, he will just like goes off and then concede one or two, or maybe consider a crucial free kick or maybe a penalty. So we don't know about John Stones because he doesn't have Ruben Dias beside him and be like brilliant slide tackler. And in this wet field, a slide tackler. Oh my God. So let's see.
Shayan says 3-0 today. Harshit says England 2-0 Scotland. Prasun says hope Scotland doesn't make the same mistake again. They throw too many men forward and attack. As you said, the Patrick Schick goal was because of that, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So Dada, we talked about the tactics. We talked about the occurrences that might or might not be happening. So before you leave us, just tell us your prediction for the match, and for all the Juaris, the Dream 11 Wallows, whom to captain. Do tell us the players to watch for them on tonight's match.
Yeah, I guess tonight it will be Mason Mount in the scoreline, either assist or goal. And I think maybe it will be Reece James as an assist, maybe.
Gut feeling.
It will be, maybe. So let's see, like 2-1 maybe.
2-1. So scorer for Scotland? Anyone?
Yeah, like it doesn't matter.
So Dada has predicted a 2-1 win for England. So Mason Mount and Reece James to be the star men on focus. So okay, around 15 minutes to count down to the kickoff. So Dada, thank you for joining in. Do join us on the watch along as we share the emotions as well. Once again, do support the stream. Do like and subscribe if you're new. Dada, thank you. We'll see you in the watch along. Bye bye for now. Let's hope the Three Lions win.
Thanks.
And Rashford gets hat trick.
The
lesser the plays, the better. Bye bye, Dada.
Yes. Oh, bye. Take care. Bye.
So that was pretty much about it from Dada. We'll take a quick power break. and then we'll be back with the kickoff. So do stay tuned into your seats with your beer and with your booze. But right, like Cristiano Ronaldo said, I am there with solely just with water because no more soft drinks FC. So we'll see you after the quick break, the live watch along coming on after this short. कमर्शियल तो नहीं मिलेगा, कमर्शियल कोई स्पॉन्सर तो नहीं आ रहा है कि कमर्शियल ब्रेक डाल दो बीच में. एनीवेज डू सपोर्ट द स्ट्रीम. यहाँ पर ऊपर में पेटीएम वेटीएम वगैरह सब नंबर दिख रहा है. सब चेल्सी फैंस वालों, एब्रामोविच के भक्तों, डालो चंदे डालो. Need to buy a lot of stuff like a Bentley maybe. Okay, see you all the jibber jabber apart. See you after the short break. Do stay tuned. Back with the first half. Again, few important facts. This is, by the way, the oldest ever international rivalry, dates back to 1872. That's how far it has gone. That's how far we are going back tonight. 1872, the rivalries are off the charts. The oldest. Like, still no Sancho. I don't understand that. Like, is he already at Carrington or what? Is he already at Carrington? Only time and luck will tell. We know the competence of the United Faithful, how much difficult it is to be a United supporter. My goodness. Have the timer ready. The team are on the pitch. Jordan Henderson. See Marcus Rashford, Jude Bellingham in the substitutions that are coming on. Still no Jadon Sancho. 30 goals, more than 35 goals and assists last term, doing it on a consistent basis. Jude Bellingham gets the nod. I don't know why, but that's how the way it is. Oh God. Okay, Andrew Robertson, man from Liverpool, is guiding his team all the way into the pitch as Harry Kane leads the Three Lions onto the pitch. Phil Foden with his Paul Gascoigne-esque hairdo. Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling over there as well. Good decision to wear white tonight. Good decision. Oh. Reece James. Guys, do tell me your thoughts that Reece James and Luke Shaw are starting tonight. Is Hendo in the lineup? No. Okay, I'll bring the lineups once more for you guys. So Gareth Southgate has chosen this to be his lineup. As you can see to the right of your screens, England have gone with the traditional back four, that instead of a back five that we speculated upon. Jordan Pickford retains his place on goal. Reece James, John Stones, Tyrone Mings and Luke Shaw in the defense. The two fullbacks come in for the two right backs. Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Mason Mount in the three-man midfield. Phil Foden, Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling have their spot onto the match. And now for the Scotland lineup, this is how the Blues line up. So they go with Marshall on goal, Grant Hanley, if you remember, Scott McTominay and Kieran Tierney. Probably Hanley will be playing in the centre of defence. Scott McTominay and Kieran Tierney will be playing on the left and right centre back berth. O'Donnell, McGregor, Billy Gilmore, John McGinn and Andy Robertson in that midfield positions. Che Adams, man from Southampton, partners up top with Lyndon Dykes, I beg your pardon. So basically we'll see a lot of low blocks. You associate them with England, anyone against England, you associate a lot of low blocks. Then again, this is what they have gone with. So more or less that pretty much covers up the lineup. I'll put it away. So get ready for the opening exchanges. 4 minutes to go. If you're here for the first time, do hit that like and that subscribe button. Keep helping my channel to grow. The road to 1500 subscribers is on. Just 150 odd away, guys. Just 150 odd away. Do tell your friends, do tell your mates to subscribe and support this channel. Once again, through the numbers over there, until and unless super chat is unlocked. The more you watch, the faster the super chat will unlock. So thank you for all your support and warmth. The bagpipers are here. McTominay and CV isn't an anomaly. McTominay usually plays his some international dues in centre back positions, and he's been playing that position for the last year or so. The English lineup is here. The Three Lions lineup. Hop on to Twitter for some exciting news. So we'll be back with the coverage. Mark Goldbridge is also live, and I am not giving him a free run for the money. Need all your support, folks. Need all your support. Prediction is 1-1 draw. Might be an okay result, but we'll have to see how Scotland play, considering the fact that they have been attacking. So England have a few cracks upon them in the defense as well. So not early to say that England might just choke on their own gut, but I'm getting sad news that Milkha Singh has run his final lap and he's passed away. So condolences to him and his family. Such a tough time, but rest in peace, Milkha Singh. You were an inspiration for a lot of Indians. Never give up. An inspiring story. So wherever you are, I wish to get the grit and your never giving up attitude. Always an inspiration. Milkha Singh, do rest in peace. Think England will be trying a low block. That's interesting. I doubt. England will have all the fair share of possession, but you never know what's gonna happen in a game of football. John McGinn there, sporting number 7. Phil Foden sporting a new haircut. Tyrone Mings sporting the English centre back position. That McTominay over there, Passion Merchant FC. Andrew Robertson, the captain of the Liverpool side. Clearly no Liverpool player in the starting 11. In St. Mary's, it has been scheduled for a washout. You see early drizzles. Scotland to kick the game off. England would be kicking off from the right to your left on the all-white. Scotland in their deep blue jerseys, matching their passion and their exuberance. Gareth Southgate over there. As the English and the Scots take a knee for discrimination against racism. It's an equal game. It's a game for one and all. As Harry Kane gets ready, the referee has the whistle in his mouth. And we start kickoff. England versus Scotland, the oldest bloody rivalry that is possible, and we have kicked off. As England get an early throw in, Scotland trying the game of hoofball against their English counterparts. And Luke Shaw, like someone had to say it. Luke Shaw don't get injured, and the first thing we see is him on a heap on the ground. You don't want to see it. The lad almost had an injury-free season. He remains fit. Alex Telles, the man behind the revival of Luke Shaw, quite naturally. And my Geo stream decides to take a breather. I don't know why. It is back, but it is running behind. I have to restart the stream again. Luke Shaw prepares to take a throw in, and GeoTV prepares to restart. Bang. आ गया. We'll have to endure the advertisement once more. No. Luke Shaw on the ball. Harry Kane goes past one. Raheem Sterling, bit of a space. It's taken over. Billy Gilmore loses the ball quite cheaply, but Sterling. How many of you think that Jack Grealish should have started? Tell me in the comments how angry you are on Southgate. A lot of people saying they'd riot if Jack Grealish didn't start. People went on saying that they'd hang Gareth Southgate upon the London Tower if Jack Grealish didn't start. I don't know what Jack Grealish needs to do to get a start in this lineup. Even though Raheem Sterling started the last match and found himself with a goal, he didn't even, as Obradibda said, he didn't even know that he scored a goal after 5-6 seconds. Then again, okay. Tyrone Mings has the ball right now for the English. John Stones out wide to Reece James. A fresh fullback pair for this match. hoping to attack more. Both Luke Shaw and Reece James attacking fullbacks as well. Superb defensively. Declan Rice, the man from London in West Ham. Lot of potential suitors for him, but I think they'd be priced out. Phil Foden with the long ball for Calvin Phillips making the run. Yorkshire Pillow. Seemed lot industrious. One of the few underrated players in the English line, has done wonders. Marcelo Bielsa with his work ethic. It's turned into a fine player. Wouldn't mind him at all at Man United. Even came up with an assist last term. And the Scots have a goal kick. Heavy rainy schedule, by the way. So let's see how that impacts play. Dykes now on the ball. But they gathered it out for a throw in. O'Donnell. Stephen O'Donnell would be taking the throw in for the Scots. The only right-handed berth that he'll provide width from. A lot of expectations from Billy Gilmour. The shot comes in and it's blocked. Scotland could have had the early exchanges, early blow to England right there, but John Stones, right man in the right position, has been time and again for the defending champions Man City. O'Donnell was onside. Lovely cut back, a lot of space in between defense. Even the Scots sleeping. Shot goes through, but Pickford there. Then the Scots on heavy attack. Billy Gilmour goes past one, but Jordan Pickford makes sure it clears everyone and reaches the goalkeeper Marshall. Scottish coach Steve Clarke. Beg your pardon for the yawns. Kind of an interesting match. England have the ball back in midfield. Calvin Phillips, the trademark sliding tackle. Mason Mount dragged off the ground, and England will have a free kick right on the edge of the halfway line. Billy Gilmour there, the contributor of the foul. Key club teammates Mason Mount and Billy Gilmour both play for Chelsea, vying for almost the same spot. Billy Gilmour is more of a holding midfielder, but in a three-man midfield, any of them could feature depending upon tactics. Phil Foden now. The magician from the right. He has to deal with Andy Robertson throughout the entirety of the match. Probably, I think the tactic from Gareth Southgate is to deploy both fullbacks and both wingers so that Andy Robertson and O'Connell do not overlap too much. They'll always be thinking that they have two fullbacks to deal with as well. Dex Homicide is saying, is McTominay utilized properly? I don't know. McTominay has played a lot of matches for the Scotland side in that right centre back berth. So we'll wait and see. He's played well there. McTominay has played everywhere that he's played well. You kind of know what you're going to get from him. So he's played well for Scotland. Let's see how he features for this match. As a United fan, hope that he has the fair share of plaudits. Once again, not an England fan here. As Harry Kane tries to chop back on and is fouled by the Aston Villa man. Once again, if you're here for the first time, do hit that like and that subscribe button. Go one step forward by donating your contributions to the stream and supporting the channel and supporting my journey towards becoming a football expert. By the way, I just cleared the FA level 1 for talent identification. So that's another feather in the cap of, yeah, cap is anything. We'll not talk about it. My Umang is said come on Scots primarily for Kieran Trippier. I know. Umang, the Arsenal fan inside you. So I'd support McTominay for Scotland since only Luke Shaw is playing for England. Does England have a set piece? Mason Mount takes it in. The ball, there's a bit of a ricochet over there, but Declan Rice. Thank you, Umang. By the way, those who were wondering, that is absolutely a free course. You can do it. Anyone can do it. If you need it, I'll give you the link. Kieran Tierney, not Kieran Trippier. So if you want, do contact me on my other social media handles. I'll be happy to forward you with the link. If anyone needs it, you can do it at any point of time. I think there's a limited time. Probably I checked last season after a time before I did not do, because I did not know I'd be into this line. How much a year means, man. I had formally looking for a job, then I tore my ligaments and stuff, and then I decided, chalo, isme hi karenge kuch. So that would help me. A lot of analysts have that on their CV. So if you're planning that, don't hesitate don't hesitate to ask for the link. I'll give you at any moment. Any help, don't need help. That's pretty much simple. But it is important if you're pursuing coaching or scouting, or you want to do some analysis stuff. As the ball comes in, it's headed out by Tyrone Mings. Mason Mount aids it, and Raheem Sterling could not gather. It's Jordan Pickford. Steps out of his penalty box, trying to act like Manuel Neuer, but decides to be Tim Howard from Everton. Gets the ball back. If Manuel Neuer, he would have unleashed a line-breaking pass. He's an extra defender. That's what I see a lot in Dean Henderson. He needs to work a lot, but he has those attributes. Luke Shaw right now, the club teammate of Dean Henderson, who have misfortune from him that he pulled out because of a niggling knee injury. But I think England are well stocked in the goalkeeping department. Reece James now. Umang's favorite player, Reece James. Phil Foden, the culprit there. Gareth Southgate, and behind all the madness, once again, Tyrone Mings restart play. I'm missing Harry Maguire a lot. Still not fit. Hopefully he'll be fit for the final match. Against whom is it? I'm not covering the English. Czech Republic. As England on attack, Phil Foden seeks out Reece James with the cutback. Finds Raheem Sterling. Has drifted in field a lot. Phil Foden taking on two defenders. Goes past two. Mason Mount takes the shot in, and it's deflected wide for a corner. England's first real attack, and they gain the set piece. Mason Mount took a bit of too much of a time, and the Scots got a block. Do a few video or podcasts on the transfer season. We'll be doing that. Absolutely. We'll be doing that after the Euros. With the Euros, I have my hands full a bit. All the designing, all the tagging. I have a lot of plans, like I'll do a talk show every day. I'll do a talk show talking about the teams, talking about the transfers, half an hour show. I plan to do it every day. And the ball hits the post as I'm blabbering shit. The ball hits the post from the corner. Bloody hell. England almost breaking the deadlock. The Scots retrieve. The player is down on a heap and sportingly played the ball out. Once again, John Stones rattling the crossbar from the corner. Mason Mount, lovely movement. John Stones so much unlucky there. Head on hands moment. Head on hands absolutely rose high and tall. What a leap from John Stones. Elegant leap. Shambolic marking from the Scots. Absolutely left John Stones free. Smiling as hoped that it hit the post, but unlucky. Mount or Foden, who's your pick for the bigger stuff? Foden, definitely Foden. Phil Foden is something else. He's something else. Mount, let's see, but they're actually too early to judge. You cannot judge a player until and unless they have played 5 seasons in the top flight. But Phil Foden, my God. something. He's something. Sterling loses the ball. Cheap giveaway there by Scott McTominay. The ball comes in and Mason Mount rifles it past. Again, a chance goes begging. Scott McTominay there, losing the ball very cheaply. Very, very cheaply against Raheem Sterling. Mason Mount could not capitalize. The ball through the legs. Scott McTominay, my God, what are you doing, mate? Once again, as I was talking, I'll do a transfer session. There would be a tactic session in between. I'll cover women's football as well. That's a promise to you, because I want to involve more women and I want to involve that sport. Because if the guys can be spoken about, why not the girls? Why not the women? They deserve equal brilliance and poise, because the football has been absolutely brilliant. So once a week I'll be covering the women's slot as well. I have plans all, so need all of your support, all of your well wishes, all of your contributions to make that a reality. Need to make a few investments as well, so do not hesitate to bring out your Abramovich's and your Sheikh Mansoors in contributing to the channel. I'll buy myself a nice pot of caviar as I just joking. Scotland almost with the attack, but Pickford gathers. Reece James right now. Referee calling someone for something. John McGinn, the culprit again. By the way, no more soft drinks, only water, since Cristiano Ronaldo advertised he's my idol. If he says that it's harmful for health and publicly makes the statement, it's water FC for me. अंदर कुछ मिला हुआ नहीं है. Calvin Phillips over there arguing with the ref, but I think to no avail. Scots restart the play. Once again, if you're here for the first time, do hit the like and that subscribe button. Go one step forward by donating your contributions to the stream. The number is up there, as you can see. Patak se ekdam, do the Messi celebration. Take the number. Do you guys think I should have a QR code until Super Chat comes? Give us your thoughts. I think that's a bit too shabby. We'll decide against it. Pickford launches his trademark goal kicks. Tyrone Mings, strong lad. Man from Aston Villa. Yellow card over there. Probably for unwanted speech. John McGinn there, protesting his innocence, but spoken a bit too much for the liking of the referee. Tyrone Mings there, very, very physical on the number 9 of Scotland, Lyndon Dykes. Keep butchering his name. Sorry, Lyndon, if your family is watching by any chance. Scots get the ball high up on the pitch. England are 6th and 7th on defense. It's an open game. And Robertson. The cross comes in and it's dealt with by John Stones, the Man City defender. Had a fantastic season for the domestic champions. Andy Robertson not quite with Liverpool with all their injuries and the sufferings. Still managed to get in because of clusterfuck of a meltdown by Leicester. Like, they have been 50 weeks, they have been in the top 4, and the last week they decide yaar nahi khelna hai mujhe. Similar to last season where United went third. Significant improvement by United, finishing second this term. As the Scots, again John Stones' header rose high and tall, but the header just crashed upon the post. The fans could not believe it. Can we have 20 likes on the stream, guys? 20 likes on the stream. Now on the 15th minute mark, few stat tracks. England bossing into the possession at 60%. England having 4 shots registered, 1 on target and 1 hit the post. And England winning most of the duels, almost 60% of the duels in midfield. As the long ball comes in, Phil Foden shoots and it's off target. You expect, and it was offside. You expect Phil Foden to rifle those home, don't you? Tad bit offside. Good call there from the officials, but what a lovely take. Phil Foden, he is something, my goodness. Future of Man City, future of England, and future of world football as well. You talk about the Haalands and the Mbappes, but I don't think Phil Foden is that much behind them in that age group. They're on Dykes right now. As they go back all the way. It's David Hanley, Scott McTominay. I told you he's going to be playing right centre back. He plays there more often than not. Luke Shaw for Manchester United. Harry Kane, trademark diagonal. We've seen a lot of them from Tottenham dropping deep to instigate play. More of a Rooney-esque role in his later days in the number 10, but Harry Kane is playing up top all on himself. As England boss the possession a bit more. John Stones on the ball. Lovely intricate play. Luke Shaw driving on. Mason Mount with the cross. Comes in and it's defended by McTominay. Another corner. Can England do the damage? Last term they hit the post. So Mason Mount gets ready to take the corner. Tyrone Mings and the likes of John Stones all in there. Even Phil Foden in there, the shortest man, causing mischief against the Scot defenders. The ball comes in and it's headed clear by the Scots. As they turn the counter charge, tries to go past one, but it's defended easily through a series of deflections. As England regain the ball, courtesy. Thumbnail brought me here, not at all disappointed. Thank you so much for joining in. I create the thumbnails on my own. Thank you for all the support. Do hit the like and the subscribe button. Go one step forward by contributing to the channel. Absolutely thrilled to be bringing you the watch along with you guys and honing my commentary skills. As Luke Shaw handles the ball, Mason Mount, lovely pass out to Declan Rice. McTominay heads away, but Luke Shaw regathers. Teammates from club colours, McTominay and Luke Shaw, and somebody's offside. It's Raheem Sterling born offside. How disappointed are you that Grealish? Could Grealish have made a difference, guys? Do tell me on the comments. How do you think Grealish over a Sterling or a Mason Mount would have caused much more headway? Because Sterling isn't getting the better of McTominay at the moment. Grealish in those half spaces is very, very dangerous. As the Scots come onto the attack, work courtesy of Kieran Tierney and Robertson, Billy Gilmore right now. Scott McTominay almost caused an early error for the Scots. The English are pressing very, very high. And John Stones gives away a trademark foul over Lyndon Dykes. I don't know how that is a free kick. I have absolutely no clue. Nonetheless, Andrew Robertson would be taking the set piece. The expert from Liverpool, captaining the Scots. Scots do have a few tall, lanky men. Billy Gilmore also there, the alternative option from the set piece. And I think it's going to be Scott, but it is Billy Gilmore. The header comes in. Bit of a pinball there. England somehow managed to clear it away. The dipping shot comes and the volley from Kieran Tierney was not half bad. I think it was a right-footed one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, not bad from his weaker foot. The Arsenal fullback now deployed at centre-back for this match. That's what worries me about this Scottish team, is that he is not a centre back. Neither is McTominay. They're deputizing, but I think Harry Kane would find difficult. Lovely turn swivel there from Mason Mount. Still has the ball. Finds the pass to Harry Kane as he seeks out Reece James wide, but the pass is cut a bit short. It's defended, cleared away, straight to Jordan Pickford, the man from Everton, known for his rare mistakes on the day, but on a shiny night, let's hope you don't need to say much. Raheem Sterling on the ball. Can he add to his first goal and to England's tally? Mind you, if England win this, they join the likes of Italy, Belgium and Netherlands in the knockout stages. Another feather in the cap for the madman Gareth Southgate. Tyrone Mings now out wide to Reece James. Best fullback in the world. Just kidding. He's a top-notch fullback, no doubt about it. Right? I'd rather have Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Phil Foden there, because ask Phil Foden to do everything that he wants. Not come in defensively. You have Aaron Wan-Bissaka to tackle the wingers. You see how deadly he has been. He's one-on-one. You lot label Matt Hummels for that expert tackle, like you say that a player should not be out of position and stuff like that. But all the world gone crazy on that Matt Hummels tackle. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka does it week in, week out. Inside the penalty box as well. I have counted, like in videos, 6 or 7 challenges inside the penalty box where he saved a sure goal. A lot of times Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been there. So pretty much double standards but he does need to work on his attacking gameplay. Although he has contributed more this term, 4 assists and 2 goals in the Premier League. Raheem Sterling has been awful. Scott McTominay there, getting the better of him. Gets his side a throw in. Still, I think Grealish would have been a better fit at the left wing berth. Yep, Sterling was onside. Lovely reverse pass there from Mason Mount. Sterling is awful. His game has declined a lot. I don't know how Marcus Rashford doesn't start, but I'm happy that he doesn't start, considering the fact that he has a shoulder injury and a few niggles to worry about him. Even Jadon Sancho could have started in the left wing berth. I don't know why Gareth Southgate doesn't even have him in the 23-man shortlist. Jadon Sancho, more than 30 plus goals and assists over the past 3 seasons. Every season he's hit that mark. Player of 90 million worth. I don't even know how Jude Bellingham gets in and Jadon Sancho doesn't. Like, Jude Bellingham plays wide, but Sancho doesn't. Let's hope Gareth Southgate is a pseudo Man United fan and is keeping him safe for the upcoming season. I do believe that we'll get this transfer sorted. Last time I checked, only around 8 million difference in valuation. Phil Foden is golden crop top of a haircut, making him visible. As England march on towards the counter charge and towards Phil Foden dribbles it for too long, loses it, but it's a foul by Kieran Tierney. Guys, can we aim for 20 likes on the stream, guys? 20 likes on the stream would be absolutely amazing. Foden there getting challenged by Kieran Tierney, 2 men from the Premier League, and that was a clean challenge. I don't know how that is a foul. That was absolutely a clean challenge. Again, Umang Astana with his come on KT. That was a very good challenge. As a neutral, I'm enjoying this game. Kieran Tierney again. Andy Robertson. Can he drive forward? The cross is in and it's overhit and it's straight to Pickford. But what can Pickford do? Absolutely nothing. He'll wait for the safest option to Luke Shaw. And what can Luke Shaw do right now? The best left back on the league. Lovely pass out there. But Mason Mount fails to control. Quick throw in from Marshall. As Billy Gilmore rampages on attack. Back to Kieran Tierney. Billy Gilmore right now. Man from Chelsea. To the man from Manchester United, Scott McTominay. O'Connell. Lovely chest trap there. Kieran more heading forward from his centre-back spot. We've seen him time and again. Lovely through ball, but I think it's a bit overhit, and the English would settle for the goal kick. Reece James over there. Calvin Phillips there. Lovely touch. So the ball comes in and Harry Kane butchers it. Sorry, I was reviewing Twitter for a bit. Ball from Reece James. Cross was probably offside, but a good cross nonetheless. What a lovely cross. Harry Kane. You expect more from Harry Kane. Should have rifled that home. The net should have been bulging. Expect more from Harry Kane. The referee expecting foul play as McTominay goes out of defense with the ball, tries the diagonal. John McGinn, lovely play to Andrew Robertson. Seeks out the run of Kieran Tierney. That's what they can do. Lovely cutback. The ball comes in and it's a bit too far-fetched. The shot comes in. It's with a lovely save from Jordan Pickford. What an incredible passage of play. What a lovely volley, and Pickford was absolutely on the money with his save. What a lovely passage of play. What a lovely, sweet strike from O'Connell. Absolutely hit it on the money. Would have been a wonder goal if that had rifled in. But Pickford has wits about him and makes the save. Astonishing bit of play. England getting one off there as Luke Shaw plays it back to Tyrone Mings, man from Aston Villa, deputizing for Manchester United captain and England vice captain Harry Maguire. No unreal hate for Harry Maguire just because he plays for Manchester. He's a top-notch centre-back. Reece James now. Both chances on the end, both fullbacks for either teams creating the chances. Tyrone Mings again. England again slow to get out of the blocks. Luke Shaw playing a bit more deeper than they expected. The midfielders instead of the wingers is providing the support and the transition for England. So they are playing probably a close-knit unit. Harry Kane, lovely turn over there. As Raheem Sterling for support. But the Scots gather around and play it well. Scott McTominay. England regain the ball back. Luke Shaw driving on to the heart of the pitch. Mason Mount weaving through his dribbles but gets closed down. Luke Shaw, lovely through pass to Phil Foden, but bloody hell he cannot control it. What a lovely pass from Luke Shaw with the outside of his boot. Luke Shaw has been creating a lot of chances. John McGinn there, coming out of a heap. Scotland number 7 and the player from Aston Villa. Again, what a sweet strike from O'Connell. An equally good save and could have been the header, but the header was headed out wide. As the ball comes in and Pickford gathers, goalkeepers in the action a lot more than the respective forwards. Fullbacks getting on the meat of the plaudits because of their crosses. That would have been a perfect goal. Fullback to fullback would have been absolutely amazing. Call it a trademark Dutch goal, like Johan Cruyff, Sir Johan Cruyff, the master tactician and the master footballer, had coined that that your perfect goal is one fullback crosses and the other fullback taps in. That's your perfect goal. The whole team is involved. And mind you, in those days, fullbacks did not attack as much. Except Brazil, everybody except the goalkeeper attacked. Reece James on the ball. Phil Foden dropping up, instigates some space, plays it out wide to Luke Shaw. Could be danger here for the Scots. Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount up wide for support, uses him. The cross is a slippery one. The conditions not favouring the quick passing, or the passing should be quick. Yeah, Umang, I told that while I was showing the lineups that Milkha Singh has run his final lap and he has passed away. I did share my condolences. Once again, this is news for all of us that Milkha Singh is no more. Absolute inspiration that I was talking about. Is never giving up. A lot of stories over there. Raheem Sterling has the ball. But Raheem Sterling, as we all know, is more or less useless these days. Have a Marcus Rashford over there. Once again, Milkha Singh would be missed. A pioneer of the Indian fraternity. Absolute inspiration for us Indians and a proud figure. Will go down in history as one of the most amazing and the most gritty men that I talk about never giving up. I share some of Milkha Singh's endurance and endeavors, and that hard work can strive upon and struggle. I've been doing this with my channel. I've been working hard, putting my head down, and absolutely hard work will get you everywhere. And I hope England understand that. As Phil Foden picks out a through ball, but Kieran Tierney is always faster than Harry Kane. No questions asked. As Phil Foden, lovely take of the ball, lovely dribble, goes past one, goes past two, still has the ball, is taken down. The referee tells him to straight get back up as the Scots range for a counter. O'Connell now plays it back to McTominay. Can we aim for 20 likes on the stream, folks? The Scots coming back with 4 attempts of their own, evenly poised. England, except the possession, having almost 65% of the ball. 15 minutes to go for the first half, and England on the driving seat for the moment. It's been played out like a derby. Not a snooze fest at all. That's better. John Stones. Tied on Mings now, the man from Aston Villa. Has his bit of lapses here and there. He's a very strong defender nonetheless. Bit of a Thiago Silva about him, but except the wits. No disrespect at all. He's a top class footballer and I'm just a stupid old bloke in a chair. England playing, as I told you, there would be a lot of long balls. The referee gives a foul on Kieran Tierney. Foden there. Ken arguing with the ref. Challenge from behind. The long goal kick goes straight out for a throw-in. Reece James takes the throw into Declan Rice. England again losing the ball high up. Lovely through ball there. Can this break the deadlock? But the pass is way off and O'Connell could not gather from that switch from Che Adams, the man from Southampton. The English and the Scots in full voice. Luke Shaw. Raheem Sterling has been dreadful. Absolutely missed his touches, squandered possession, cannot dribble, cannot pass. Don't know what he can do. Don't know how Grealish is not starting over him. As the Scots settle for a corner. McGregor there, not corner, but Callum. The big men come for the set piece. Scott McTominay in there as well. Has a mean head. A bit of a Roy Keane about him. This approach and usual tactic to guard the keeper and inside him for the flight of the ball. See a party over there. The referee keeping tabs. The ball comes in, it's played in, but Pickford gathers and punches it out. Raheem Sterling with the ball. Tries the give and go. But Kieran is always a man on a bike. Can match anyone for pace, Kieran Tierney. As Marshall coolly passes it out wide to Andrew Robertson. As Che Adams seeks, but Kieran Trippier playing ball boy to Reece James. Direct competition for them. Once again, as Mason Mount, Luke Shaw rather, drives forward from the left hand channel. Luke Shaw seeks out Raheem Sterling. Rivals for club colours, but united for the nation. Declan Rice on the ball now. Luke Shaw. Possible teammates? Only you guys know. John Stone stepping out from centre back. Phil Foden now. Deploying the half space. Seeks out Reece James up wide. Back to Foden. Can you see a bit of his magic? Tyrone Mings. Declan Rice collecting the ball. England well and truly on the attack. Raheem Sterling still has the ball. Throw-in has been given for the English side. Luke Shaw quickly takes. 40 minutes up. Quick stat attack for you folks. English folks having 62% of the possession. 4 shots. Both having 1 on target. And now Scotland winning the more of the duels. Almost close to 60%. Reece James with the ball. England could have used Trent in this match. The crossing that he'd provide was absolutely amazing. The width and the crossing. There's no wide men to worry for other than his clubmate Robertson. Think he would have known. Phil Foden. Reece James now. Those two linking up quite well. Future of English football. Mason Mount. Can he conjure some magic? The English losing the ball in the final third a lot. Although they do win it back very quickly, but the passing in the final third has been pretty slow, guys. Pretty slow. Can we aim for 20 likes on the stream in the first half? 20 likes is all I asked for. Out wide to Reece James. Delivered a lovely cross in the first half. Phil Foden. Need a bit of a magic and a sparkle from him. England have been passing it way too much in the final third for their own liking. And as a courtesy, they're losing the ball. That's what's happening. O'Connell. McTominay stepping into midfield. Lovely switch of play there. Lovely touch from John McGinn. Out wide to Andy Robertson. The forwards making their way into the box. Billy Gilmore seeks out O'Connell. Had a lovely effort saved by Pickford in the first half. Still in the first half though. Kieran Tierney stepping out from defence. Goes past one. Lays it off to Billy Gilmore. Scott McTominay. And the Scots are very high up. Devastating for them. O'Connell. McTominay. Wide to O'Connell again. Neat give and go. Scots bossing the possession for the moment. Lovely incisive pass. The shot is taken and the Scots will have a corner. Che Adams. Southampton forward. The Scots bagpipers are in full voice. 45th minute mark. A goal would be catastrophic right before half time for the Three Lions, as the likes of Hanley, McTominay are all inside the box. Andy Robertson going to take it. Takes it short. And the cross is very deep. Reece James clears. All the way out front of Scott attack. Robertson. Scots will have play a few passes here and there for their players to get into position. I beg your pardon. No added on time. It's half time. Been relentless more or less. But that's pretty much about it. No goals. No John Stones and David O'Connell coming the closest to break the deadlock for the respective sides. But no, the score lines remain intact. 0-0 at half time like it was in against Croatia versus England. Although I'd say Scotland started not much well but finished the half on a brilliant note. We'll be back with the halftime analysis after a quick power break. See you then. So do stay tuned and do keep subscribing and liking. See you in a bit. Okay, back with the halftime analysis that we have. I'll bring you the stats in a moment. So these are the statistics from the first half. England bossing the fair share of possession, almost close to 60%. Sorry for that. Scotland having 5 shots compared to England 4. Both of them probably having 1 shot on target if you consider the bar and coming in to be a shot on target. There are still grey lines over there. Scotland bossing the midfield with 58, almost close to 60% of the duels being won. I don't understand how England are playing so much predictable. Like Sterling, like Gareth Southgate should have jail time. Should bloody have jail time for not selecting Jack Grealish or Marcus Rashford over Raheem Sterling. Having a shocker once again. Absolute shocker. Cannot dribble, cannot pass, cannot find his man. What is he good for? His pace? You don't win matches running like a headless chicken at times. He's playing like Gabriel Obertan, for fuck's sake. Like literally he's playing like Gabriel Obertan. I don't know if you remember him. Still don't understand the commotions. All want Grealish to come on. England has been outplayed a lot. Even with Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, England have not managed to win the ball up high. That's what worries me because they're letting Scotland having a free run. And when they start building, the Scots are pretty fast in their build-up play. England has been predictable, over out wide, like Phil Foden having the ball, passing it to Reece James. That has been a common, and Reece James then switching it over. Very much predictable with what they're going to do next. Save from Pickford, probably the defining moment from the Scots. That goal should have gone in. What an amazing bit of play. England still, it's a fair affair. England are bossing an XG of 1.22. For those of you who don't know what XG is, it's expected goals that is calculated on positive chances. Like a shot from inside the box will have an higher XG. A shot from the corner more towards the byline will have a lesser XG because you have lesser chances of scoring a goal from that angle. Penalties are high XGs as well because it counts in a goal. But still then, this has been a feisty affair, but nothing to show for. Clearly nothing to show for. Sterling playing on the left wing is a bit of a doubt. He's coming from out to in, and Shaw is a bit central and inwards in to out. Does really have no chemistry among themselves. Absolutely no chemistry. Very different understanding to which nations to attack with. Literally no chemistry between them. I don't know. When Jack Grealish and Marcus, you have to put on combinations. You have to put in those combos. That's what makes a good team. Despite having so many world-class players, England play very, very poor football. Don't know how. Like people are saying that Gareth Southgate's tactics are just to hopefully nick a goal from set piece and be done with it. That's not how you win a bloody tournament. Don't know what is happening. So Ayush coming in and saying, go Scotland. Why, man? Why are you even supporting the Scots? Any specific reason? James Milner with an interesting tweet saying, Robo, you know I love you, but for 90 minutes tonight I just can't. Come on, the Three Lions. Interesting for club and country. Sweden come off with a win against Slovakia, so Spain would have their heaps in a bag of hope. A lot of transfer news coming on. Anyone except England. Nice choice. Good choice. Better for mental health. I'm not England. Some saying that Rafael Varane will join Manchester United or PSG this summer. Varane is attracted to the idea of the Premier League and Manchester United. Real Madrid will facilitate his departure and won't hold him back. Have to take that with a pinch of salt, considering how many people have used us for getting better contracts at their current clubs. Never know. All these rumors, people writing for clicks and for kicks. Wembley has a spectator named by Sir Alex Ferguson. There on site. Always nice to see him, especially after the documentary. The English are in on the pitch. Let me adjust this. I think that's fine. Che Adams coming back. Had an eventful first half. First 45 minutes. Then again, you never know with this England side, do you? That's what's going on. Absolutely have no clue. Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling back on the pitch, like he has Gareth Southgate's nudes or something like that. I don't understand what Jack Grealish needs to do more to start in the left wing berth. Marcus Rashford, I understand, half fit player. As we get ready for the kickoff, the England side will be kicking off from the left to the right of your screens. Scotland in the all blue, doing just the opposite and hoping. And kickoff is upon us. The second half restarts. You are England. No, not at all, man. Not at all. Legit one of the most boring half in the world. Welcome, Matt Killer Official. Sorry, I was just checking with the studio and the Twitter. Big ups to Matt Killer Official for being present there. Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho over there and Marcus Rashford. Any one of these three could have done better than Raheem bloody Sterling in the first half. I will summarize for the first half and nothing happened. You're absolutely right. Other than that John Stones header and that O'Connell strike, nothing happened in the first half. England is so much predictable. Raheem Sterling on the ball. Luke Shaw. Lovely pass from Raheem Sterling. Luke Shaw with the cutback, but they'll settle for the corner. KEANE, Harry Kane making a dart. तू है लेकिन तेरे को पता नहीं है. No, I'm not. I'm a Brazil fan. And maybe Portugal. Maybe Portugal. Big ifs, but maybe. Just because of Cristiano and Bruno there as well. बाद बाकी स्ट्रीम्स देखियो, ऐसे ही रहूंगा. The header comes in and it's headed out basically. Calvin Phillips making a mess of the receive there. The Scots on attack, but Luke Shaw, right man at the right place. It's very difficult to get past him. Mason Mount. How has Raheem Sterling been so bad? Raheem Sterling, what I deserve a Ballon d'Or? Never, man. Never. Raheem Sterling and Ballon d'Or, man. I'd date Maria Sharapova if Raheem Sterling got the Ballon d'Or. It's that crazy. Can we aim for 20 likes on the stream, guys? Raheem Sterling with the ball. Passes it out wide to Harry Kane. He has the ball in space. Raheem Sterling poised. The pass comes in, but Phil Foden cannot get a touch. Hands on heads moment. The England still on the attack. Mason Mount tries the sighter. The ball is away. I thought it went in. Stream just stopped. Ah, that's unlucky. Raheem Sterling there. Phil Foden just could not get a nick. Sterling has started the second half better. England have a corner once more. I would rather see Mario Botticelli with the Ballon d'Or. The head comes in and it's blazed over by Phil Foden. Looks a bit strange with his golden hairdo. Mason Mount there. What a lovely shot and a lovely save. Marshall with the long goal kick. Calvin Phillips took a combination of Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice to win the ball. England's preferred midfield duo. More all action and more combative. As England start the attack with Luke Shaw. Raheem Sterling and Luke Shaw has been absolutely without saying. Again another hoof ball. England are playing. Gareth Southgate applauding that. My God, he has a low bar of expectations from his team. No wonder. Gareth Southgate applauding. You will be lambasted by other coaches for that easy miss pass. Jack Grealish there, wondering what more he can do to change proceedings. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jadon Sancho. You always see Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford together. And how has the transfer not happened? Like they are brothers. Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford. Like two school kids always sitting together. Always, they are always together. Scotland break with the ball. Scott McTominay driving out from defense. Plays the ball, but it's a bit overplayed. And England give away the throw-in in courtesy of the clearance from Tyrone Mings. Once again, if you're here for the first time, do hit that like and that subscribe button. Go one step forward by donating your contributions to the stream. The number is up there till and when super chat arrives. You have to share your contribution in there. That would mean absolutely amazing, absolutely a lot to me. Absolutely a lot, because I need a refill of my water and I cannot leave the stream at the moment. I need to buy a new chair, man. I need to buy a lot of things. Let's hope I start earning soon. With all your blessings, because I'm giving a few job interviews. None of them being carried out while Andrew Robertson has green grass. The pass comes in and it's cleared away. Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice rather. We'll also see Mbappe and Benzema always together. Here we go. That is inevitable. That will happen either this season or the next. It's inevitable. Until unless Nasser Al Khalifi decides to go with a gun pointing at the head of Kylian Mbappe and makes him sign the contract on due force. Like, I don't know. They have their fair share of followers with the mobsters. I think rather than that, there's no way keeping Kylian Mbappe. Declan Rice. Luke Shaw now. England playing a lot through the left. Declan Rice plays it out wide to Reece James. Londoners. Calvin Phillips now. Provided magical assist in the first match against Croatia. Reece James out wide to Phil Foden. England again playing this set of boring midfield. Very, very slow. Very tirefully. Tough. मतलब शब्द नहीं है सालो. Sterling. Reece James. Shot can. He has his knack of scoring from these positions. Chooses Phil Foden instead. The cross comes in. But it's dealt very easily. Gosh, England can't score. So bad. Truly. Reece James on the ball. Reece James again. Calvin Phillips, the man from Leeds. Yorkshire Pillow, as he's been banterly called. Uses Tyrone Mings. He steps out of defense. Few yards to find Luke Shaw. Mason Mount with the run, but Luke Shaw ignores him. Calvin Phillips sprays it out wide to Reece James. A lot of square and side passes. This is an eyesore to watch, literally, and to comment upon. It's so slow. Oh. So slow. Bloody hell, this English side. Yesterday's Belgium's match was interesting. Absolutely. Belgium versus Denmark. The Danes put the fight to the end. Had 21 shots on goal. Mesmeric figure. But could not end up with the winning plaudits. Would have been a 2-2 draw. Would have been a fair result. But then again, that's football. That's crucial. But this is not football. This, what we are watching, is not football. This is sleeping pills, man. Rice. Reece James. Everybody's jogging. Nobody's running with the ball. Fair spell of possession for the English. Phil Foden now has a bit of space. Luke Shaw chooses Raheem Sterling. Harry Kane out wide. Cross comes in. It's Reece James and it's blazed over. England cannot seem to hit the target. My goodness. Once again, you guys can help me reach my target of 1500 subscribers. You just need to subscribe to that and just need to hit that like button, aiming 25 likes on the stream. And once again, if you are new to this channel and you want to support my journey, do contribute your share. Jitna bhi ho, you can donate in the number above. As England drive it away. Reece James with a sighter, but England doesn't seem to actually hit the target mark. Still waiting for Gareth Southgate to make the change of Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho or Marcus Rashford. Anyone would do. There's simply no pace or no creativity. Like, it's so boring to see, man. So bloody boring to see at times. This is hell. Matt Killer official, you're quite right. This is hell. Like, literally, this is hell. Lovely bit of play there from the Scots. Lovely trap from Billy Gilmore. Plays it out wide to O'Connell. Keeps it in play. It goes straight back to the goalkeeper. England have increased their pressing outputs in the second half. What was that from Tyrone Mings? Rolling tackle? Should have. The ball is still in danger zone. Phil Foden gathers, goes past one. Phil Foden goes past two. Oh my god, that was lovely, lovely play. Some excitement. England on the counter attack. Harry Kane with the ball. Has Mason Mount for support. The referee pulls it back for a free kick. Probably yellow card as well. He's being pulled back. But Phil Foden, my god, amazing. In that tight space. So good to watch on the ball. Harry Kane over there, being impeded by Kieran Tierney and O'Connell alike. Again, the England surrender possession very cheaply. Could have used Andy Robertson, but chose to take the shot himself. Then again, this dribble from Phil Foden was absolutely amazing. OP. Now, England with the free kick, the only set piece taker. It's a bit far off. Prams comes in, but nothing happening. Sancho, Rashford, Bellingham, Grealish all available, but still no changes. Grealish is out to warm up. Even Marcus Rashford. Like Gareth Southgate, I don't know why he plays Marcus Rashford through the right wing. Clearly, we see best of Marcus from the left. Reece James heads it back to his goalkeeper and they start again. Lovely spray of pass from Calvin Phillips. Very neat and tidy on the ball. Mason Mount. Reece James now. Ken John Stones, it's so slow, they're playing at probably minus tempo. The ball is like taking ages to reach the pass. There's no zip in their pass. Raheem Sterling with a change of pace. Phil Foden now. Slap teammate. Luke Shaw coming up from the overlap. The ball comes in. It's headed off by Kieran Tierney. Reece James has it. England will retrieve again via Declan Rice. Harry Kane now. Fakes to shoot, takes the shot in and it's defended very well by the Scots. Now can we see a counter attack from them? England do retrieve the ball back fairly easily. Luke Shaw on the charge. Six out Raheem Sterling. Mason Mount. Fresh Champions League winner with Chelsea. It's a fantastic club season. Declan Rice now. Man is reported to join Chelsea or Manchester United in the summer. Probably price tag should be triple. Here's Phil Foden with the step overs. Sterling now. Reece James rather. Tyrone Mings. Mason Mount. A lot of passes in and around the edge of the box. Now Mason Mount has the ball and England will settle for a corner. Courtesy of Scott McTominay. The Scots have been resolute. England have not got a chance. Jack Grealish gets ready, puts on his number 7 shirt, ready to come on. Bit of a David Beckham about him at times. His hairdo, the jersey number. As the corner comes in, Tyrone Mings, what was he doing there? Man is clowning at times. As the Scots get prepared for an attack, the switch of play is good, but the control lets the Scots down. As Jordan Pickford clears it all the way. That could be an assist. Raheem Sterling with the ball. What a clearance. Raheem Sterling, still Raheem Sterling. Phil Foden. But the pass from Raheem Sterling, absolutely horrendous. When you're passing at that stage, you should be keeping it slow, not fizzing it in. It's harder to control when you're running towards the ball. इंग्लैंड की पारबे आज जीतते इंग्लैंड, आई डाउट. So much lazy and so much slow on the ball. Doubt England can even break the deadlock. Here's the Scots on the attack. The cross is a good one, but it's headed over by Tyrone Mings. How can people say it's coming home watching this kind of a football match? I really doubt. Can we have 25 likes on the stream, folks? 25 likes would mean a lot. यूनाइटेड सपोर्टर के चक्कर में तू कर दो. Again, the Scots causing a mayhem inside the box. The header is in. The shot comes in and it's headed over the line. Scotland again unlucky. The English cleared it away. Phil Foden up chase, but safely back to the goalkeeper. What a clearance. Goal line clearance from Reece James. We'll have to have a look at that again as Harry Kane comes back from an offside position. Reece James over there saving a blatant goal. Let's have a look. The shot comes in and Reece James, my God, lovely bit of interception play there. The ball was destined for the top left hand corner, but Reece James again. Smart play from Reece James. As we see England make the substitutions, Phil Foden coming off for Jack Grealish. Just the one substitute. Somebody go and tell Gareth Southgate. Still Sterling remains on the pitch. Like क्या खाते हैं इन लोग? Grealish is on. Probably Sterling would shift to the right hand side. Grealish will be playing from the left. John McGinn now keeping hold of the ball and smartly getting the corner. The Scots in full voice. Corner comes in. Pickford hastily clears. England will get the throw in. I'm waiting for this match to end because I'm so much sleepy watching this match. But let's hope Jack Grealish is on. You can see some excitement. Declan Rice. Mason Mount now. As Grealish up for support, finds him. So much better, Jack Grealish. Declan Rice now. Basmati Busquets, as they call him. Luke Shaw. Can he make headway? He's created 77 chances from open play. Raheem Sterling now has Reece James for support, ignores him. Goes back. Pass is a bit short. Jack Grealish has the ball. And they'll settle for a corner. England fans of all ages in full voice being happy to see themselves on the camera. A lot of lambasting. I don't know how Raheem Sterling gets to stay on the pitch. And Phil Foden, probably one of the most creative players, is taken off. Only Lord Southgate knows. The ball comes in, it's a decent one, but Nothing happening for England inside the Scotland box. Look more easier to concede at the moment. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Quick stat attack for you folks. England having the fair share of slow and boring possession at 63%. England with 8 shots on goal compared to Scotland's 9. Scotland having 2 compared to England 1 shots on target. And England right now winning more of the duels in midfield, considering the fact that they have more of possession. They have a set piece. The ball is played in. Tyrone Mings making a hash of it. Holds up play well. Calvin Phillips. Grealish on the ball. Phillips. The pass is in, but Raheem Sterling is so much woeful. Bloody hell, I don't know how this guy gets an open pass. There is favoritism, but then there is Southgateism. That's dreadful. Lovely ball played by Luke Shaw. Harry Kane with the ball. Jack Grealish almost nipped away by Scott McTominay. What an important tackle. What a lovely tackle. Again, Luke Shaw. People wondering why Luke Shaw is rated as highly as he is, creating chances out of will. England's forwards cannot finish it. Barge from behind. Calvin Phillips with that schoolgirl hairdo wins a free kick off of John McGinn. Taken quickly. Luke Shaw now. Grealish goes past one with absolute ease. Grealish inside the box. Tries to lay it off, but there is no man coming for the layoff. That's what a difference Jack Grealish makes. His dribbling is so much effortless. So good to watch on the ball. Tierney. England look a bit more on the attacking threshold with Jack Grealish coming on, but Harry Kane has been woeful as well. Mason Mount trying a bit too much for his own liking as the Scots turn up the counter charge. Billy Gilmore finds Andy Robertson. Scots making the run forward. Robertson waiting for his teammates to provide the support. Billy Gilmore now finds Andy Robertson. The Chelsea man finds the Liverpool man and back. And now to the Manchester United man, Scott McTominay, who's better known for playing in these positions, not as centre back. The pass is wayward, but then again, I'll go to sleep again. Watching England matches is a dire. Gareth Southgate there. Scotland win the ball back. I'm feeling so much sleepy, man. So much bloody sleepy. If the way this torture is going on, man. Bloody hell. England, for all their efforts, looks like team of individuals, and Scotland looks like a well-drilled unit. That's how you make up quality. Ah, offside. Raheem Sterling. Marcus Rashford is getting ready. Again, a bother for him to be playing off the right wing. The Scots attack, but to less avail. Huh. Grealish there. Again, whenever you have got Grealish on the ball, they're getting a lot of set pieces. So much difficult with his technique to get the ball off of him. Harry Kane over there, seeking out Reece James. Provide a lovely cross, which is offside. Harry Kane though. Calvin Phillips making the dart. England pouring the men forward. Thriving on attack. Luke Shaw now making the inverted run forward. Jack Grealish taking on his man, finding the pass. Grealish again twisting and turning. Lovely pirouette from him. Luke Shaw. And it's blazed way over. That's very poor from him by his standards. The England supporters have got some patience watching this match. Luke Shaw trying to go for glory there himself, but couldn't blame him. Frustrated by the attack. But way off target. Way off target. So Harry Kane is coming up, but still Raheem Sterling is on the pitch. Still Raheem Sterling is on the pitch. Like he has his nudes or something like that. There goes the heading option from the crosses. Marcus Rashford would be leading the line. David Beckham there. Nice to see. Idol for every English and Man United. He's traveled the world and played for the biggest of clubs. So Marcus Rashford down through the middle. England looking for some pace on the attack. Scott McTominay versus Marcus Rashford, club mates. Very good friends, what I'm told. There's no friendship in the oldest English rivalry. The British rivalry, beg your pardon. Ball is played in and Pickford gathers. Doesn't, but lets it roll. Nonetheless, 75 minutes gone. Quick stat attack for you folks. England bossing 60% of possession. Both 9 shots. Scotland having 2 on target. England hitting 1 on the post. Jack Grealish going past 3 men. Sure to be a foul. Surely that was a foul. That's what Jack Grealish does. Huge roar from him when he came on the pitch. Cannot just stop him. Need to take him down. Billy Gilmore there, making way But Stuart Armstrong has done his job. Declan Rice now. Scott dealt with his side quite well today despite a few issues. In particular, he's closing out drives so tightly it's forcing England to not drive centrally. I do not think Scotland's communication down that side haven't been good though. But now 15 minutes to go. Scotland turn on the afterburners. O'Connell supports Stuart Armstrong coming in. England defend quite well again. Declan Rice loses the ball so cheaply there. Kieran Tierney, Andy Robertson, both fullbacks exchanging overlaps. The shot comes in and it's blazed over by Che Adams. Nothing finding the target. Both goalkeepers pretty much having a daydream on the pitch right now. Are Rice and Phillips too slow on the ball? There's no point playing two defensive midfielders. Play Mount and Grealish in that. Keep Rice as the deep lying playmaker. Play Mount and Grealish as the two attacking midfielders. Rashford from the left, Sancho from the right, and bring on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Still don't understand how Sterling remains on the pitch, even after the horror show that he has had. Sterling on the ball, going past 3-4 and then turning back, still has the ball, goes down on a heap. He has the captain's armband. Andy Robertson there, his former teammate, could be a legit penalty shout. There was a clip. Sterling was clipped, could be a late penalty shout. This is interesting. There was a clip. This goes to VAR. Could be a very interesting call out there. Sterling to anywhere. There was a definite clip. If Dumfries one was given, I don't know why that isn't. Similar kind of a challenge. Sterling was definitely clipped. There has to be consistency in the VAR. Could have been a penalty. Although was too soft, but there was definite contact. I think why the referee didn't give it because Sterling was already on his way down. As Andy Robertson drives with the ball, goes past one. Stuart Armstrong, Che Adams have some space, finds Andy Robertson. The cross comes in and it's gathered by Jordan Pickford, looking to release. But not to release. To release or not to release is the question. Scotland having one more effort on target, on goal rather. Luke Shaw being fouled over there by Che Adams. Lovely through ball played in. Marcus Rashford tries to do a bit too much. He has his shoulder injury. It will be playing difficult to back because he cannot actually shield because his shoulder is injured. Like Sterling is surviving the substitutions like Phil Jones has been surviving a million transfer windows at Manchester United. I don't know any better way to put this. This game probably has a Che Adams goal written on it. Scotland on the attack. The shot is way over. This is so boring to watch, man. Both sides have done absolutely nothing. England trying to avoid Group F in the last 16 by playing like dog shit. That's a theory. Corner is to be taken by Stuart Armstrong. It's a good one, but Tyrone Mings head and shoulders clear. Grealish. A risky one, but Pickford with his winder, with his action right arm, like he's out there to do some bowling. Reece James on the ball. Reece James now. Back to Declan Rice. England needs to gamble if they want to top the group. Draw wouldn't cut it. Reece James now. Sterling goes down. Instead, makes the foul while going down. Like Sterling goes down and makes the foul. Lovely run there from Stuart Armstrong. Finds out John McGinn. Drives through the heart of midfield. Finds Scott McTominay. Will relieve the pressure. Scotland will try to regain their possession metrics. Not playing a lot of line breaking passes, but their positioning has been superb. The transitions from attack to midfield to defense has been excellent, especially by the ball carriers of the likes of Billy Gilmour, who substituted John McGinn, and now Stuart Armstrong on the pitch. He's done quite well. Robertson now. Kieran Tierney. Scotland are inside English half, dominating the possession. Lovely ball played out wide, but England gather. Scott McTominay providing the width. The late centre-back run, made famous by Sheffield United's late third-man centre-back run. We've seen a lot of what happened from Sheffield the season that they had prior to this. Even Atlanta tried to, under Gasperini, make that centre-back run. Hateboer, but it was well perfected by the Sheffield side, especially with the centre-back overlaps and the defensive midfielders dropping deep. Such a new tactic. Whenever you see a new tactic, always brings to mind that you can always do more and more and more. This football is just not a game that is played on individuals. It's played when you outfox your opponent. That's how you beat top sides. That's how you make a name. Best player for England this match. Sorry for the late. Best player. Probably Jack Grealish when he came on. Sorry for the late reply. I was watching some Twitter feed. So Che Adams is withdrawn for Kevin. What's his name? Nisbet. England has been woeful, and probably Jack Grealish, the only shining light in this dark, gloomy weather over Wembley. The ball comes in. Right, thumbs up. This yawn sums up the entire match. Nothing exciting happening. Just one shot on target. Like, seriously, man. Oh. England looks like they're happy with the point. Declan Rice, Sterling, Rice, Reece James. Again, lot of back passes. Man, this is so much boring. Jack Grealish again with the ball. Impossible to take the ball off Jack Grealish until you do something like that. Yellow card given for O'Donnell, having a swipe at Jack Grealish. Such a fantastic player. Draws so many fouls. Probably the most fouled player on the pitch, even after coming off on the second half. O'Donnell then in the book for his ill-timed challenge, and Pickford will be driving it inside the penalty box with his trademark bowling action kicks that he has. English fans wondering what to do. Being Vikings for a moment, but let's leave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Norway to that. Luke Shaw trying to put in Marcus Rashford. Calvin Phillips. Nothing is happening. Oh. Scotland fans. Reece James wins the ball. It probably puts me to sleep. 88th minute. England on the attacking prowess, absolutely doing nothing in this match. Is vying for the ball in field. Can England in the 90th minute mark, with Raheem Sterling surviving the halftime substitutions, make a change as Declan Rice goes forward with the ball. Calvin Phillips now taking ages to move the ball from side to side. 2 minutes of added on time to end the misery for good. Jack Grealish with the ball. Can he conjure up some magic? No, not like that. Absolutely not like that. England with the ball, win the ball. Declan Rice plays it out wide to Reece James. It's through to Raheem Sterling. There's a commotion inside the box. And Declan Rice had the goal gaping but could not apply the finishing touches. England fans cannot believe it. They've missed a lot of sitters. A lot of sitters. Bloody hell. Could have easily been 1-0 over there in the dying embers of the match. Scott McTominay laying down his body like he always does. The man. Scotland cannot keep the ball in play. Nisbet. Scott's lovely ladies from Scotland hoping to go out with a draw. Final minute on the clock. Gareth Southgate's in, finally playing some quick football. Jack Grealish now driving from the heart of the central midfield, passes it out wide. Luke Shaw, Grealish, 15 seconds till full time. Can the English get one in the final exchanges of the match? Jack Grealish, still Jack Grealish, Tyrone Mings, and that probably is full time. Gareth Southgate is a dick, and that's confirmed. Still Sterling remaining on the match. Full time, and it's 0-0. Probably one of the most boring games to be having commentating upon. It looked destined. It looked destined. BC England fans की औकात कैसे होती है ये छोटी it's coming home. Like if they say it's coming home, I'll be dating Scarlett Johansson after this. I'd like that. If Czech Republic beats England in the next match and the Croatia beats Scotland, then that will be the scenario. Tough to say because we'll have to complete the second round of fixtures to see if what happens with the third place rankings. Argentina game to watch, no man, no. I just said I'm not even watching Brazil matches, me of all people. I'll do the watch alongs for Brazil or Argentina if number one, either of the teams make the final, which looks likely to be the case, or Brazil face Argentina, else no one watches basically. Everybody wants to sleep. And I need sleep. Tomorrow it's gonna be 3 matches. Hungary versus France at 6 p.m. Portugal versus Germany, the all-awaited fixture at 9 p.m. Then we cap off the day with the triple header, Spain versus Poland. So before that, we'll bring you the full-time statistics and the tactical analysis without the break. इसके बाद एक बार मैं direct break लूँगा. So let me just bring it to you. Just a second. Yep. So these are the statistics. England bossing most of the possession. 60% of England possession. 9 shots, 11 from the Scot. Just one bloody shot on target. How do Gareth Southgate tries thinking that he'll even win a tournament if they cannot beat Scotland, who plays one defender, one midfielder and one fullback in defense, with the likes of Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, all those big name players? The chances have been so very limited. So much very limited. It's frustrating to watch. Very much frustrating to watch. It's absolutely very much frustrating to watch. Talking about Scotland, they played with the centre-back overlap, Scott McTominay and Kieran Tierney overlapping the fullbacks or the wing-backs a lot. We have seen that used very often by Sheffield United in the season to last. We saw the likes of the defenders, I forgot their names, overlapping through more from the centre-backs, more from the centre-forwards as well. It's a tactic, and that long diagonal ball when the central defensive midfielders used to come deep and provide that ball over the top. That was a tactic that worked a lot. Scotland tried to use that with McTominay and Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney and Robertson were exchanging with their positions, and they're well capable of doing that, both having played the centre back and the full back position and the wing back positions as well. Both extremely fast. But again, you have to give it to Scotland for the performance they made. Absolutely amazing. Scott McTominay with the clean sheet, with Kieran Tierney. Had a sighted, I'd say Scotland came close to breaking the deadlock. The 11 shots, the 2 on target would be on point. But the fact that Southgate doesn't start with Grealish, sticks with these decisions are very much questionable. Very much questionable. Man of the match got, Harshit is here. Only 1 shot on target by England. 1 shot on target and 1 hit the post, which I think when you hit the post, it's off target. But I do believe Scotland made more headway. Lots more headway. But England, the Czech Republic would be very difficult to face in this current scenario. They have a better team. Not just individuals. They play better as a unit. I always said England are a team of individuals, but the teams like Scotland, Czech Republic always play like a unit, a close-knit unit. And these teams are far, far more dangerous and far, far more agile and able to actually... England were lucky last game. Yeah, true, absolutely true. This is so much, matlab, kya bataye, this is so... Had one lucky goal, somehow Sterling scored. This is not happening. England in the second half could have literally asked Declan Rice to stay. They could have played Grealish and Mason Mount in the two attacking midfield berth. Could have brought on Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho. England put off Harry Kane and keep Raheem Sterling. These decisions actually, think you wonder what Gareth Southgate smokes at times. Like literally, it's not available in India. People are wilding. Lot of hate. भैया इंग्लैंड को सपोर्ट कर रहा था मैंने. Don't. How do you support? Bloody hell, India played well. India against Afghanistan had a more exciting match than what England played. सही में यार, सही में. These things do not get by you at all. Oh. Seriously, man. Oh, got a headache actually watching the match. Literally got a headache. ऐसे अगर चलता रहा तो मतलब नहीं चलेगा. This is the trend of England, right? They always have Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham in midfield and cannot do nothing. For club-wise, these four are absolute legends, Hall of Famers. Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or winner. Wayne Rooney, the highest scorer for club and country for Manchester United and England. Could not do anything. Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, touted probably would get into the World 11 multiple number of times. There you have it. That's what pisses me off. Even though England have a David, I don't want to see David James' face. Come on. Panauti Salah. Oh, but then again, I think I'll keep this to a premium over here. See you guys tomorrow. Do remember, triple header tomorrow. Hungary versus France at 6 p.m. Portugal versus Germany at 9 o'clock. And followed by the late kickoff of Spain versus Poland. Would be an exciting match. Lewandowski coming up against the likes of now Sergio Ramos, who's left Spain altogether. Interesting to see what his next decision will be. But with that, this is your boy Neil wishing you a very good night. Get your sleep tomorrow. It's gonna be a triple header. So I need all your energy and all your support that you've been showing me. Do keep liking the stream. Do keep sharing and subscribing. And once more, want to support the channel, the link is up there. Link nahi hai, the number is up there. I keep saying link. Number is up there. Do support with me with all your contributions and keep my stream going on. Thank you for your time. We'll see you tomorrow. Wishing you a good night, a good sleep, and less heartbreak. Yeah, I'm already halfway asleep watching this England match. Cutting off the banter. Bye bye. Good night. See you. Tata.